So in this video, I want to talk to you about some very controversial things that got me to where I am today as a seven-figure entrepreneur at 23 years old. And a lot of this is going to piss some of you off. It's going to make some of you mad, but it's the way I think and it's what's got me to where I am. This is completely unscripted. I'm not setting up some crazy recording studio. You can see my lighting is awful, but I'm going to tell you what got me to where I am. So there's a few things. Number one is you have to be able to think differently than everyone you've ever met. Think differently than what people tell you when you're growing up. So let me give you an example of this. When you're growing up, everyone's like, oh, invest your money, the S&P 500, real estate, all that. And look, amazing investment vehicles, don't get me wrong. But when your income isn't big enough yet and you're not feeling, or you're feeling pressure of bills every week and stuff like that, in my opinion, it's a waste of money. What you should be doing with your money is investing it back into yourself. And I know you've probably heard people say that a million times, but instead of taking 5K, 10K, and putting it in the S&P because it's like what everyone tells you to do and it's the smart thing to do, to go take that 5 or 10K, go get scammed 3 times, go buy 10 courses and 7 of them are going to be scams, but learn stuff. Because the courses that aren't scams, I'm talking buy sales coaching, buy something that teaches you marketing, just find something and go all in on it. Because when you learn these types of skills online, guys, we live in this era where it's never been, I'm sorry if I'm like really coming at you guys today, but I'm passionate about this because it's changed my life and it's going to change everyone I've ever loved's life because I plan on being able to provide for anyone I've ever cared about. But let me explain this to you. We live in an era where for the first time in human history, you have access to more information than ever on your phone. You can change your life by just building something online out of thin air. And if you aren't taking advantage of that to some extent, I believe you're doing a failure to yourself or a disservice to yourself. And look, if you are happy with your life, if you have no issues, if you're like going about life and everything is good, you're content with whatever you're doing, like this video isn't for you. Like keep doing that, like genuinely, like you're doing great. But this is for the people that want the exceptional. This is for the people that want maybe a little bit more, maybe not even the exceptional. Go ahead and take some risk. Because when I was building my company, people always tell you, oh, like you should have a backup plan. And yes, like if you have bills, of course, it's good to have a backup plan. If you have a lot of expenses and a lot of things going on in your life, you should have a backup plan. But for me, what I truly believe launched me into the results I have today is I didn't have a backup plan. When I dropped out of college, I didn't have if this fails, I'm going to do this. It was mentally, getting a job isn't an option. I couldn't even hear someone say the word job to me. I genuinely couldn't. Like I'm telling you guys, like straight up. So no backup plans, no nothing. Just this has to work. That's the mindset I adopted that got me to where I am. And yes, I had a great family where it's like, if everything went awfully, I could live with my parents, I guess. But like, that's not the life anyone wants, if we're being real here. Like, this is going to work or I have nothing. And that's the mindset I had. It made me keep going every day. So what am I going to say here that would piss you off? It's genuinely just stop investing in like stocks and traditional things if your income isn't where you want it to be yet. Because your entire life, you're going to go chasing this carrot that they're dangling in front of you like, oh, if you sit here for 3 more years, you're going to get this raise. Oh, if you stay for 2 more years, you're going to get this raise. You're going to get all these benefits. And I'm telling you right now, I've seen it in people older than me, and I've heard people talking about it. And it sounds awful to me. And I bet a lot of you are sitting in that position right now where you're like, oh, I'm just going to work my ass off, slave away for a few years, and maybe get to where I want to be. Maybe. But then they could lay you off. Maybe you don't get there. Maybe something happens. Like, take a risk and do it while you're young. I even hear people that graduate from Stanford, Harvard, and all these places, and they get these amazing jobs, and then they're working their ass off, making a ton of money, and they're just working towards that next carrot they're dangling in front of your face, and then you have this horrible social balance with your life. I'm just telling you guys, take the risk, because everyone says later in life they're going to try something. Later in life, when I get my feet under me, I'm going to do this. Yeah, but what happens when you're in your job for a few years, you get your feet under you, then maybe you get a girlfriend, and then you're like, oh, I have to start providing for someone that could be my potential wife. How could I take this huge risk now when I need to start, building for a potential future? Like, take it now. People wait too long, and that's the issue, and you see it with people. So I don't know what I'm even trying to talk to you guys about here. This is just stuff that pisses me off day to day. It's because people are too afraid to just ever try something like new, even if they do, like they just give up after like a week or 2 weeks of not seeing results. Like you have to go through a period. You have to understand of just pure pain. Like there's no other way to put it. But if you can make it through that period of pain, if you can keep your head down, you can keep pushing, you're going to be able to make exceptional things out of your life. And don't mind me, I'm just throwing around this like little microphone muffler. Maybe I should put it on there. But yeah, these are some thoughts. Obviously, I'm very passionate about, and I'm not by any means the most successful person in the world, but I've achieved things that are beyond most people's imagination, beyond what most people believe is physically or humanly possible, because I did come from a normal background. And that's not me bragging to you. It's me telling you, like, I believed wholeheartedly as an 18-year-old kid that I would get here within 5 to 10 years, and I would do it online and have time freedom, I would have location freedom, and I would have financial freedom. So you have to have conviction, you have to have belief, and you have to be able to go all in on what you want in your life, because you get one shot. I genuinely could die in 50 days, and I'm aware of that, and I could die in 70 years, and I'm going to live my life to the fullest, and I'm going to go after every single thing I've ever wanted in my life, even a little bit. So that is the motivation. You guys can see it in me just talking to you probably. Like, I'm dialed most of the time. If you like these type of videos, let me know. I hope it helps change your perspective on things. And if there's one thing you take away from this, is just go after what you want and stop trying to just please everyone in your life. Do what you want and go after anything and everything. Yeah, like and subscribe.